With Deezy podcast, where we focus on building, connecting, and networking. Today I have a special guest on here, Asa. Asa, how you doing?
I'm doing pretty good. How are you?
I'm good. It's good to see you again. I know we linked before, but it's good to. I've seen you doing so much more since the last time we linked. You a different guest than what I've been doing. I've been doing artists, engineers, clothing, ambassador, everything. So I want to start this off a little different. Where are you from first?
I am from Callio, Virginia.
Callio, Virginia. Okay,
Yes,
whereabouts is that?
The Northern Neck area.
Okay.
So I guess like the name pretty much what everybody kind of knows of is Tappahannock.
Tappahannock. Okay, yeah, I know
so
a little bit about
I
it.
live about 20 minutes out from there.
Okay. Is there a lot of dancing going on in that area?
No, it's not at all.
Okay. So how did you get into dancing?
Actually, to be honest, my brother.
Really? Okay.
Yeah. Used to be around the house. He was the one who started off as dancing. He had the hat, throw it, Michael Jackson.
Really?
Yeah. And then that's how I kind of got into it, but I pretty much stuck with it.
Okay. At about what age was that for you?
My first actual dance class, I want to say I probably was about like 5.
Oh, wow. Okay.
Yeah.
Now, you said so it was done mostly at home, but did you do any schooling, any type of school, organized dancing?
We didn't really have like a dance team at school.
Okay.
The closest thing that I got to it was show choir, and that was like in middle school. And then cheerleading. That was the closest thing to dance. And then my senior years when we finally got a dance team, but I wasn't on the dance team.
Okay.
So I pretty much didn't really grasp it for real until I got to college.
Okay.
And
There was a dance team in college?
yeah, it was Sankofa Dance Theater.
Okay.
Yes, it was the school's minor. So that was the dance team that was on in school.
Okay. So you had an instructor?
Yes, we did.
How was
we had
it?
a director. It was pretty good. It was pretty cool. I really appreciate it because it's kind of like where I started, and it kind of gave me a little bit more of a foundation, and it's kind of like my roots in a sense. I always appreciate it.
Okay.
Yeah.
Have you ever disagreed with your instructor?
Some things, yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, it was at times where I guess I pretty much didn't understand, but I would get like frustrated in a sense. But at the end of the day, it's kind of like they see something in you, and so they were trying to pull the best out of you, and I just have to recognize that for myself.
Okay.
Yeah, so yeah, it used to frustrate me a whole lot.
Okay, yeah.
But,
now, I've never really been into the dancing. Just I'm a bigger person, But for someone like yourself, how do you ensure that you stay fit and like in that shape to dance? Because you dance a lot from what I see on social media. So is that like a part of your life?
oh,
trying
yeah.
to stay fit.
The
you have
body,
to.
oh
Really?
yeah, it's your health, your body. That's pretty much, you gotta stay healthy. You gotta stay fit. You're dancing all the time, so you really have to take care of your body.
Okay.
It's a thing.
It's a thing.
Yeah, it's a thing.
And what ways do you focus on that? Like, what do you practice?
What do I practice? Oh, okay. Well, I work out on and off. I'm working on that. I try to keep my stamina up. I have goals that, I want to do. And, to be able to be on stage, to go on tour, stamina is a big thing. I try to eat healthy. And one thing that I have implemented in my life, fasting.
Okay. Okay. I got you.
Yeah. Get all toxins and stuff out of my body for a couple days. And then, that's what I do.
Okay,
So,
cool.
Yeah.
Respect. Now I noticed you went to Canada for the Culture Shock showcase. How was that experience?
It was great. That was my first time ever out of the country, and it was great. Like I just took it all in. Never had that experience before with dance, and it was my first time. And so that whole experience, I was just beyond grateful for it.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
What were some of the things you remember from that trip?
Well, performing for one.
Yeah.
And then also just being around my peers, getting to know them a little bit more. I traveled to DC. I live 2 hours and 30 minutes from DC, so
Okay.
yeah, it's a drive. And most of the time when I'm in practice, I really I talk, but when you're with them for that extensive amount of time, you really actually get to know them.
Right.
Yeah,
Right.
so that was probably like the part that I really appreciated about the trip, just getting to know my
Okay.
peers.
Now,
Yeah.
was it organized when you were doing the dance, the
Yes.
dances and stuff like that?
It was very organized.
How important would you say it is to remember like those type of dances when you're doing events like that?
Oh, it was very important.
Very important, I'm sure. Now, well, yeah, of course it is.
Yeah.
Have you ever forgotten a dance move while you were on the stage of that sort?
It
How does
happens.
that feel?
You just gotta roll with it. You know, you kind of gotta own it.
I got you.
Try not to like make it look bad. You know, give it off. You just kind of gotta play it off, honestly.
Play it off. I got
Yeah.
you.
Freestyle.
I got you. I got you. What are some inspirations in your life, whether it's in the dance field or just personal?
Just personal inspirations. My brother inspires me, and then as far as like my parents do as well. Other inspirations, let's see, other dancers or just
Or anybody in general. Anybody in life that inspires you to do what you do.
anybody in life.
That keeps you moving. They may drop some gems on you. They may motivate you in any kind of way.
In any kind of way.
I mean, it can be any of your peer dancers. It could be your parents. It could be your siblings. Anybody.
A lot of it is pretty much my peers in dance. I have like a couple of people that inspired me from Sankofa.
Okay.
I also have a couple of mentors. One of my mentors, she's actually from my area. She dances too. Her name is Janae Washington.
Okay.
And she's very inspiring as well. Also, I have another mentor. Her name is Kendra Marie. She's inspired me to me as well too.
Okay.
So it's like I have a couple of mentors.
Okay.
You know, yeah.
I got you. So, I met you on the peeping shoot we did, and I noticed that you was with Studio 4. Are you still with them?
Yes, I'm still with
You
them.
still with them?
Yeah.
Break that down. Like, how did you get involved with them?
I actually saw their audition flyer. And I was like, okay, I'm gonna go.
I got you. Okay.
Yeah, and that's pretty much how that took off
Okay.
from there.
So, if someone wants to work with you, they pretty much have to go through them? Is
No,
that
not
is that how that
necessarily.
works? Okay.
I mean,
So you
yes,
can-
you can, but you don't necessarily have to go through them. So.
I got you.
Yeah.
So it's still some type of independency when you're doing the dance thing.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
I got you. So if someone wants to book you, they just simply reach out to you. Okay. All right. So what's the day-to-day like for you as a dancer?
The day-to-day life. Well, right now my day-to-day life is just managing my finances, managing my time while I'm working, and then still trying to find that time to dance as well. I know one of the biggest things I want to do, I want to move.
Right.
So that's kind of like my focus right now is just pretty much making a plan and getting all that straight. So that's my day-to-day.
I
I try
got
to
you.
dance every single day. Like, try to do something. And then also, like, it's honestly, I try to keep my mind straight too. Like, I try to listen to things that's going to give me knowledge, that's going to try to feed me in some type of way to actually keep pushing with what I'm doing. Because it's mental as well.
I got you. Now,
It's mental.
do you feel you're not getting that here?
Not really.
Not really.
No, I can't get that here. So I have to branch out and
Yeah,
get
that's.
that
I
elsewhere.
feel like that's
Yeah.
typical. Like the feeling, especially when you're at home.
Yeah.
You feel like when you see other places and how they do things, sometimes it can make you want to get out there and do other.
Yeah.
So I mean, I understand that.
Yeah.
So what are you working on now? As far as are you got any events coming up? Anything you involved in?
Not so much right now. I did actually just made another dance company, LED in Maryland,
Okay.
training. But as far as projects, I don't have anything right now. Still going out, doing auditions
Okay.
and stuff. So
Okay, cool.
hopefully something will come up this year.
I got you. So was the Canada trip last year like your biggest thing? Like, what are some of the bigger things that you're involved in? Like, I mean, other than that showcase, is it showcases that you just try to get into, or is it things that I would say that you get booked for? You know what I'm saying?
I've done A little bit of both, but it's pretty much it's just starting to like kind of like take off.
Take off for you. Okay.
So yeah, I haven't had too many, but I have done little smaller type gigs. I've worked with you. You're actually one of my biggest artists.
Okay.
I worked with the artist from California. I did a video for him.
Cool.
Another local artist. She's from the UK, but she's around here locally. Her name is Lashana Latrice, and I actually performed with her.
Okay.
So yeah.
Okay,
that's pretty much it. Canada's probably the biggest thing that has happened.
The biggest thing
so far.
What was the food like in Canada?
To be honest, I didn't really eat anything too much out the way.
Okay. Well, you probably couldn't really do too much because you're trying to follow that guideline, trying to keep yourself.
I had the food in the mall.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Not really too much.
So is it the same as like being here? Because I've never been out there, so I don't know.
Yeah, so far what I've had it's been pretty much the same.
Okay.
Yeah, but at the same time, I never really had the chance to actually go out and really experience that. So next time I'm in Canada, that's going to be on my to-do list.
I got you.
To actually really go out and sightsee and do all that good stuff.
Okay. Asa, I want to thank you. And I appreciate you coming through, rock with me on my new start here on the podcast. And
no problem.
I wish you the best with your dance career.
Thank you so much, and thank you for having me. Like it's definitely a pleasure.
Doubt.
It's an honor for you to even just think about me to actually be on here. So thank you.
Because that when we did the peeping shoot, that was a vibe, and that was the first time I really had dancers in the video, and I feel like all y'all were like, cool and laid back and. Y'all came and played the part. Y'all understood the assignment, so that was a big success.
Yeah, that was cool. He was actually a cool person to work with too. You just hey, whatever y'all feel like doing, go ahead and do it. I wasn't like y'all do nothing in particular. Yeah, for sure. For the people that don't know you as of yet, where can they find you on social media? How can they reach out to you? Okay, you can find me on Instagram at Asa_Asher. That is ASA_ASHER. My Twitter is Asherisa. It's basically ASHERREHSAA. And I'm on TikTok as well. ASA_Asher. ASHER. And I do have a YouTube page, Asa Smith. There we go.
Right. Now, looking at that camera right there with the mic on top, speak to the people, for anyone that's trying to get into the dancing and they feel discouraged. What's some things that you can drop and just to keep one motivated?
Remember your why. That's probably one of the most biggest things. You're going to have times where you might not get that motivation from somebody, but you really just have to remember your why. Remember what you're doing it for. Remember why you love it, and always try to come back to that. That has been probably like the thing that actually kept me rolling. And also, I'm a spiritual person. I have a spiritual life, and so I actually feel like that's my purpose. Like I said, like this thing is, it's mental. Like you have to have your mental straight in order to really pursue something. So I would say hop on that as well.
Okay.
And honestly, that's actually kind of like helped me to keep myself steady. Like once I feel down or something, it's like I try to remember, okay, what am I doing this for? Who am I doing this for? Why am I doing this? So that's me personally. So I'll just say that. Yeah.
Asa, I want to thank you again. Until next time.
Thank you so much. Thank you.